All right. Test, 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 test. All right. Test, 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 test. All right, I can actually bring up the audio a little bit. I'm actually really excited to play this one tonight. Let's make sure that the tweet went out. Alright, let's actually start this up. Yes. Hello, Cat Mac. I don't know anything about this. I'm going into this completely... What's up, family pets? I'm going into this completely blind. I don't know anything about the storyline, nothing. So, we're gonna go normal. Let's see what this has to offer. Hello, Sugar Cookie.
The man before you is a champion of light. He is part of a conflict between darkness and light that is both ancient and eternal. He is chasing a dangerous quarry, the Herald of Darkness. His evil doppelganger, known only as Mr. Scratch.
Maybe. But what are you gonna do then? By then, I'll have had my hands on everything you love.
The man has been brutally spat out from the darkness that surrounds the shores of our reality. He has come to fight a decisive battle in Night Springs.
Okay, so this takes place in that fake Twilight Zone show from the first one. Alright, give me 1 sec, guys. Alright. Alright. Let's take a look around. Let's go pick up our flashlight. Oh, shit. Not my first rodeo, guys. I'm gonna be hurting for batteries, though, if I keep that up. Alright. Bird Leg Cabin. Ooh, I think I actually have to fix that real quick. Gonna have to move you guys down there for the night so I can see my batteries. Oh, look at that, a 9mm just kind of laying here. Oh, shit.
It's gonna be like that again, huh?
Actually, it's gonna have to fix it again. Damn. Let's try moving you guys over this way so I can see my ammo. There we go. Hello, Gabby. I don't think I missed anybody else. Welcome, everybody. So that you don't feel lost, this is actually the beginning of this game. It is a continuation off of an old game, but...
The man is a writer. He still practices that art, forging weapons of war out of ideas. But the violent currents that brought him here have scattered the pages he has written.
Oh, great. Looks like I'm going to be looking for pages again. This is a standalone game, so it has nothing to... I mean, there's similarities between this and the first game, but it is its own thing. It is not a... You don't need to have seen the first one to watch this one.
My name is Alan Wake, and I'm a writer. I didn't become one overnight. Like most writers, I struggled with it. A short story here, an article there. Then I got lucky and spent a year as a staff writer on the Night Springs TV show. It wasn't a great American novel of my fantasies, but it taught me discipline and craft, and the difference between wanting to be a writer and actually writing.
Okay. Get over here. Cool, let's run. Anything in here? Nope.
The lights of the motel promise safety. The man senses that the solution to his predicament begins there.
Let's see what we got here. Hey, welcome.
Somewhere within the Earth, space itself has been pierced, and from dark depths runs a steady flow of monsters. The man recognizes the hand of his evil double in this. He knows he must put an end to this madness.
Okay, so this is gonna play out like a Twilight Zone game. That's kind of cool. Oh, you're just telling me to run. Okay.
I can't stay here now.
Okay, that light right there. That's a safe light. We can stand in that. Because that heals us and... Yep, they're still coming. Any manuscript pages required. get in the car. Nope. Not gonna let me.
It's a little sad how many problems you can solve with buckshot.
Come on, boys. Hang on a sec. Catnap Medical, wondering if Scratch was getting purchased and claimed as a work expense. That would fall under entertainment expense, Gabby. There was a Mr. Scratch involved in the other game. Yeah, they were talking about how, at the very end, they were calling the darkness Mr. Scratch, but they didn't really elaborate too much on it. Because I think they had this lined up from the start. He was ignoring all of us because I got him involved with Bill Cosby, and he doesn't want to be associated with good old Bill. Yeah, thanks for that. Let's see what this TV
Oh,
does.
hell. This isn't gonna be good.
Is this on? How can you tell? I'm sorry, I'm not very good with gadgets. That's more like it. I'll be right with you. I just gotta do this one thing. I like it quiet. I bet you're wondering why this is happening. Why am I doing all this? Why am I so hell-bent on ruining your life? You're cramping my style. You've got money, fame, everything you could want. But you don't know what to do with it. I do. I'm getting all the things you never had the balls to go for. Having more fun, too.
Oh, what happened?
Do you know the real difference between us? I'm not afraid to be the center of attention. This poor slob's just collateral damage, really. I mean, made some information out of him earlier. But this part? This is just for kicks. So quiet.
Holy shit. All right. Test, 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 test. All right. Test, 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 test. All right, I can actually bring up the audio a little bit. I'm actually really excited to play this one tonight. Let's make sure that the tweet went out. Right. Let's actually start this up. Yes. Hello, Cat Mac. I don't know anything about this. I'm going into this completely... What's up, family pets? I'm going into this completely blind. I don't know anything about the storyline, nothing. So, we're gonna go normal. Let's see what this has to offer. Hello, Sugar Cookie.
Eager to imagine tonight's episode. The line between fact and fiction becomes hopelessly blurred, and nowhere as vividly as in Night Springs. The man before you is a champion of light. He is part of a conflict between darkness and light that is both ancient and eternal.
Solid.
He is chasing a dangerous quarry, the Herald of Darkness. His evil doppelganger, known only as Mr. Scratch.
I'll catch you eventually!
Maybe. But what are you gonna do then? By then, I'll have had my hands on everything you love.
More than a bullet that would destroy whatever it hit.
I need one more in order to open and get the SMG.
The Champion of Light recognizes the page he got from the woman. It is a weapon of his own design, custom engineered to destroy the Dark Portal. If he recreates the conditions of the page, a great power will be unleashed.
Wait. Wait! Whoa!
Shit.
That's one thing down.
Alright. That place up there is gonna have something to do with all this. Alright, let's see what we got over here. What the fuck are you?
The enemy tears itself in two to avoid the hated light. It becomes weaker, but more numerous. Such is the arithmetic of Paul.
Okay, keep moving it away. Hurting it. There we go.
That was just messed up.
Carbine rifle. Do I want the rifle? I don't know.
That's 2. Just 1 more to go.
I think I'm gonna keep the shotgun actually. Oh, there's another page. Okay. Go here.
The reality we take for granted is softer, more adaptable than we think. Under correct conditions, you can reshape it, turn it into almost anything you want. When it happens, almost nobody notices. It's not that we forget, it's that after the change, there's nothing to remember. Only those who have been directly touched by the powers that can shift reality are aware of the changes. Many are driven mad by it, others can cope. I'm one of those people, and I know how to wield that power to rewrite reality.
Yeah, back to jumping for joy every time I find a page, because I always hit the wrong goddamn button. Alright, let's see what we got here. That's the gas station and stuff. Oh, I see another page. God damn it.
Some of the Taken aren't protected by the darkness like their comrades. Instead, their aversion to light is so extreme that they literally split into 2 when they encounter strong light. It leaves the 2 halves weaker, but of course, there's strength in numbers. It's a disturbing development. The dark presence I faced 2 years ago was powerful, but it didn't have much in the way of imagination. Clearly, the same cannot be said of Mr.
Oh, they're not actually saying his name, they're buzzing it out. Whoa! There's the building that I checked out. So, oh, there's another page. Got it.
To change reality, you nudge it into the right direction. Your version of it is there, waiting. It wants to come true. All you need to do is help it achieve its potential. The devil is in the details. You change the details of the scene to match those on the page. If you get the details right, if you achieve that critical mass, the shift will come, and the rest of your new reality overrides the existing paradigm. The lie, no matter how outrageous, is now the truth.
Okay. Let's go back to the motel and grab that upgrade. Oh, is that on the page? It is. Yes.
I know that when I arrive, the clarity of vision I have now may disappear. I've made my plans. I prepared for this. But I know the transition from the dark place will be hard on me. And not just physically. It may affect my mind, my memory. These pages should help me remember and focus. That's worked for me before. Even if that fails, I think I will be able to trust my instincts. I'm navigating my own story. I'm hoping I'll know where to go and what to do, even if the details elude me.
Alright, let's see what we got. Vehicle. Looking at empty house. Doesn't look like there's anything even inside of it. That we will switch to.
I guess it's about time I went full auto.
Okay, now we can start heading out to that star. Let's catch up on chat real quick. Mind if Forco pronounces your name incorrectly? Or doesn't, refuses to pronounce your name incorrectly? Okay. Let's see. At least people... Can people mispronounce Daisy? I can't imagine people can mistake that. It's such a common name, I would think. I don't trust this truck. Damn it.
That's everything.
The man has found the battery, but it is
Daisy.
empty. It will need to be recharged.
Doesn't really work. Oh my god, flare guns. Yes. Alright. Let's go head back to the mechanic chick. So she can charge my batteries.
Need this battery charged.
No problem. Here you go.
Thanks. Listen, I don't know what's gonna happen exactly when I do this. My memory's a little hazy.
I don't even know what that means.
All I'm saying is you don't want to come anywhere near the oil field, all right? This thing could get out of hand.
In the middle of highly flammable materials. Great.
I'll do my best to contain it.
Just please don't turn out to be some kind of crazy terrorist guy, okay?
Crazy terrorist guy. Gotcha. Go to the oil field and try to rewrite reality. Alright. No problem. Did I stop at the diner first? I should stop at the diner first. Daisy isn't a popular name? I know a couple people named Daisy.
The strands of webbing glistened in the beam of my flashlight, fine, almost ethereal. They were fresh and right in my path. I held my breath and waited, ears straining. Nothing. I moved on, concentrating on the task at hand. Just get what I was looking for, then leave. That's all I keep telling myself. For a moment, I actually thought it might be as simple as that. Then, I heard too many legs skittering across the ground.
I mean, I'm not going to go into detail, but trust me, I definitely understand people mispronouncing names. My last name is, although I find it very easy, a lot of people do not. Something's growling at me. Whoa! Can dodge attacks. Okay. Look at this, maybe one of you fuckers behind me. Yeah, trust me, I do know that struggle. I've been dealing with that. God, I think the first time I ever noticed it was in like 3rd grade. My last name was confused for something very foul, and the kids just never let it go. It's a shame. Trust me, I do understand. Let's get out of here. There's nothing there. Is that a page up there? That's a page. I remember these pages being so close together last time.
Mr. is a twisted copy of me, powerful and dangerous. But I know I can fight him. I don't think anybody else can. They don't understand what he is, what he represents, or that all the horrible things he does here are almost insignificant compared to what he will unleash on Earth given the chance. But I've survived the dark place, and it has taught me things. How to cope, how to stay sane when the world goes crazy. He's 2 steps ahead of me, but I can find him. And I believe I can stop him.
I feel like I have to go up that. No, kids don't know any better at that age. I know, they're trying to get empathy or anything like that from a child. You're not going to. But yeah, it just sucks. I have my last name's German, so I do understand. Oh, shinies. Let's go get the shiny. Shiny stuff is usually good stuff. That's it? Nothing? Damn. Zero is German. My last name's German, yes. Oh, fun. Hey guys. Even out the numbers a bit. There we go. Thank you. Anybody else? No. Okay. It definitely depends on the parenting.
Make some serious
Absolutely.
changes.
Let's go click over here before we start making some changes. Let's put out the shotgun as well. The wheel was in place, the oil was flowing. Alright. Wheel is in place. Oil is flowing. The battery is attached, the lights were blinking. Oh, here we go. Right here, right? All right. Test, 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 test. All right. Test, 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 test. All right, I can actually bring up the audio a little bit. I'm actually really excited to play this one tonight. Let's make sure that the tweet went out. Alright, let's actually start this up. Yes. Hello, Cat Mac. I don't know anything about this. I'm going into this completely... What's up, family pets? I'm going into this completely blind. I don't know anything about the storyline, nothing. So, we're gonna go normal. Let's see what this has to offer. Hello, Sugar Cookie.
The man before you is a champion of light. He is part of a conflict between darkness and light that is both ancient and eternal. He is chasing a dangerous quarry, the Herald of Darkness. His evil doppelganger, known only as Mr. Scratch.
Maybe. But what are you gonna do then? By then, I'll have had my hands on everything you love.
That's the last of them. We're good.
Hello, Tara. Hello, Glass. Welcome, guys.
What the hell was that?
Easy. I got him. You're safe. I need you to tell me
Hello,
what
Ma
you know
D.
about it. The guy who looks like me.
There was a party in one of the rooms. It was pretty wild. I'm not sure which room it was in.
You didn't attend.
No, I wasn't there. But it got way out of hand. Anyway, I heard that he went to the diner and there was a fight there or something. Maybe you could find out more from there. I got some keys that you could maybe use.
You just happen to have the keys, huh? Fine. I'll take a look. Stay here.
Like hell. I'm getting out of here as soon as you leave so I could close up this place and go home.
Emma, you really want to stay here in the light?
Yeah,
Really is.
thanks
Thank you,
the
everybody, for
advice,
coming
but
in
I'm not
tonight.
sticking around. Just go already, okay?
Are you okay?
I guess. Thanks for the help. Were those the... what'd you call them? The Taken? What are they?
It's complicated. Short version, the darkness can take people over. That's why I had to destroy the oil derrick. Otherwise, they would have overrun the place.
Wow, I didn't think you'd actually do it. I mean, I didn't think it'd work. That's crazy.
Let me just try one more time at the risk of sounding like a broken record. It's bad out there. I don't want you hurt. You should stay put.
Yeah, while you turn this place into an inferno, run around shooting things up and play some kind of weird games with your psycho evil twin. Don't get me wrong, you're nice for a weirdo. I'm impressed as hell by all of this, but enough is enough. I seriously just want to get out of here, okay?
Okie dokie. Bye, lady. She was nice while she was alive. Let's see. Explore the diner. Oh, what is the question mark over here? I see a page in that room. Damn it. There's a page in that room, so there's gotta be a way in. Alright, let's check out the diner.
A poltergeist. Its existence is one of rage and hostility, and its very presence turns ordinary objects into deadly projectiles.
Oh, shit!
Should probably be running. Whoa. That was close. Oh, your vacation starts tomorrow. Congratulations. Cool. Oh, great. This is definitely not a fucking trap.
The scene. Traces of violence. A callous midnight snack. A room key left carelessly behind. The man recognizes the enemy's handiwork.
I think these are keys for the motel rooms.
It's good, because that's where the page is. What is this, though?
Satellite and now this? That place might be involved.
You don't say. What else you got? 50 years, blah, blah, blah. Alright, let's see what's in the back. Keep coming back. Really keep that in mind. I think there's a page out there. What was in here was the keys, really? Just the keys and the... Nothing else. No page, no nothing. Okay. Let's go check and see if that was a page over here.
Emma Sloan was a believer in a great many things, most of which were entirely fallacious. Emma Sloan, an innocent victim of his dark half. More collateral damage in the ongoing war. Damned by forces beyond her control, as much as by her own actions.
Let's see what we got here. All these doors should be open now, right? I've got explore the motel rooms. Yes. I did want to explore the motel rooms because one of them had a key. Nope, right here. One of them had a page.
My own face peered back at me from the TV screen. For a moment, I struggled with the sensation of déjà vu. How many times have I seen myself like this now? And then there was that easy grin that never seemed quite as quick or natural on my own lips. The dark, malicious twinkle in the eyes. And I knew who I was looking at. As he pulled back and revealed the room behind him, my throat went dry. There was nothing I could do but watch.
Alright, so that's what's gonna happen when he actually shows up. That was in the video.
Damn.
Michael Farabee, dead, tortured, dressed in clothes that bore the name of a local observatory. A slim lead, but solid enough. It stirs something deep in his mind. He knows where to go now. The observatory. Hot on the heels of the Herald of Darkness, the Champion of Light forges on to see the stars.
But are you not gonna let me fight the girl? What happened to her? What? Come on now.
An
Don't just
observatory,
teleport. And you're just
a
teleporting
place
me.
for a
Alright.
man to witness the magnificence of the universe. But such insights are not what the Champion of Light is looking for. He has come to find a weapon.
And apparently I don't even have to drive.
Welcome back, listeners. As you know, I'm Eddie Rodman, and I'm still talking to old gods of Asgard, who are doing their big comeback tour. How's that been going for you? Odin?
Splendid! I'm having the time of my life. You know, I didn't realize how much I'd missed that.
And what about you, Thor?
Ah, it's okay, you know.
Well, this must bring back a lot of memories.
Oh, yeah! It's wonderful to be back on stage. If it wasn't for my knee, I'd feel like a young man again.
Well, speaking of that, I hate to keep harping on this age thing, but I gotta tell you, I've heard your new song, guys. To be blunt, you really don't sound well old. No, I mean the difference between your speaking voice and your singing voice.
Huh. Well, I haven't had the drive yet, I should say. It teleported me from the... Well, it cutscened me from the one side to the other. Alright, let's start walking backwards. Closest. Second closest. Ooh, a page. Nice.
I've carried a flashlight and a gun for so long that I feel naked without either. It's all too often that I need them. The darkness protects the taken. Shadows crawl over their forms like living things, protecting them from harm. Blows that would injure or kill a human outright mean nothing to them as long as the darkness persists. But light makes them vulnerable. Light burns the shadows away. The darkness that drives them is still in them, but now they're vulnerable. Flashlight and gun. Sometimes it feels they're all I have left.
Shit. $40 pages, damn. I'm close to 40. Holy shit. Oh man, come on. You know what? Let's give it a shot. Why the hell not? thank God, another one.
The spiders aren't really the work of the
spiders.
enemy. They're a side effect. A part of the Dark Place's less significant fauna that has managed to slip through the opening I made when I arrived. Less an animal than an idea that has assumed the form of an animal. Makes them no less dangerous, but at least they're a little easier to deal with. The darkness doesn't protect them like the Taken, and thus they can be destroyed by either light or bullets right away.
I fucking hate it. Alright, let's do this. Let's take a look around before we actually go into the main observatory. Ooh, flashbangs. Nice. And something up here is going to require them now, so... Alright, let's go into the main observatory. Welcome back.
Hello? I'm Dr. Rachel Meadows, and... Wait a moment, it's you! I can't believe you dare show your face around here again.
Oh. Oh, hello. Ow. No habla español, sugar.
Go away.
It wasn't me. I just looked like him.
Are you serious? That's what you're going with? Please!
I'm trying to stop him. You saw those shadow things trying to kill me, right? I bet he got along with them just fine.
Yes. Yes, he did. All right. Come on in.
Thank you.
Hey, buddy. I figured I'd take a moment to talk to you. There's a party next door. I'm feeling pretty good right now. A little beer, a little fun, you know? It's nice. Listen, this whole thing between us, it's a little weird for me too, you know? I mean, we don't just look the same, there's a lot we share. I mean, up here, I know you, right? So I was thinking maybe we could... These guys are getting out of control. Look, I feel like we're both victims of circumstance here. And maybe we could make some kind of effort to...
I have not played Heavy Rain. The first Alan Wake game was 2010. This one came out in 2012. And Heavy Rain, yeah, I haven't done yet. I think so. I think everybody here knows your name, Daisy.
Sorry, I'm not sure.
Thanks, Alexa. Shut up.
Never mind.
He's gonna go kill people. Heavy Rain is a console game, isn't it? Because I'm running PC, so I only have access to PC
Just a
games.
moment, I'll send the lift down to you. I didn't expect to see anyone here tonight, but I'm relieved to see an actual person. That's assuming this isn't some kind of cruel trick on your part, of course.
She really is. Yeah, Darkness, I don't have any of the consoles, I just have PC. And I don't know what Beyond Two Souls are, but it sounds familiar.
Doctor, the man who looked like me, what did he want here?
There's a strange astronomical event happening right now. Something I can't begin to classify, but I think it's disabled our satellite. There's a very peculiar signal that we're receiving.
A signal? That's what I'm here for.
Well, so was he. But he didn't seem to understand it at all. He got very angry, sabotaged our imaging array, and now we're blind. I believe the event is still going on, but we can't pick it up.
Is there something we can do?
What he broke is essentially just a special camera, but we can't use the telescope without it. There's a replacement in my car. If you can get that to me, we're back in business.
Consider it done.
Okay. Yes, I have some German in me.
Tell me more about the signal.
It's almost as if something's being transmitted to Night Springs. It's the strangest thing. It's quite elusive, almost as if it wasn't properly there. I don't know how to describe it.
So, what was the signal like?
I wish I knew. He appeared before I had a good fix on it. He was very pleasant when I was working, but when I isolated the signal, he suddenly forced me out of the control booth. He said it was none of my business. He seemed to change. Somehow he was very smooth and charming before that, but suddenly he became, I'm sorry. I'm not sure I want to talk about it.
Okay.
Good luck.
Oh yeah, I have.
Try to be careful. It's a very
God.
expensive part, and we don't have a replacement.
My Steam account's got like 300 and
That
something
sounded more callous
games.
than I intended. Be safe.
And I got a shit ton for Humble Bundle as well that I haven't put on there. So yeah, the library is pretty big. If you do have a suggestion for a game though, please by all means suggest it, because like tonight I didn't know I was playing this until I saw it from the Humble Bundle Trove, and I was like, oh, I'm definitely doing that. But yeah, suggestions would be awesome. I love playing games that other people recommend. Preferably horror. I tried doing one of those the adventure action games the other day. It was Get Even. I wasn't a huge fan of that. Yes, I've beaten Star Wars: The Old Republic already. I haven't played it on the channel, but I've beaten that years ago. It's a great game.
This must be your car.
It was not covered in spiderweb the last time I was here. Indigo Prophecy is another amazing game that I have already beaten, unfortunately. I loved Indigo Prophecy. That is probably one of my favorite games. My absolute favorite game, though, like all time, is Final Fantasy VII. Oh, no more spiders, please. Yeah, it did have a Matrixy feel when it got towards the end, but, the game itself was amazing, and the soundtrack in there, too, was amazing. It was, Theory of a Deadman, and, who's the other band? I can't remember the other band. But that's where I first found out about Theory of a Deadman. They are amazing. Really? Let me in. Oh god, I haven't thought about Fahrenheit in years.
I found it!
Excellent. I'll operate the platform directly below the telescope so you can install the array. Don't worry, it's very easy.
Since the updates. No, I played it back for when it was, what was it, the very original, Xbox? What I liked about the game so much was the fact that, like, it starts off and it's like this really good, what seems to be like detective game, where you're playing the killer against his will, and you're playing the detectives, and it's just so good.
Alright, we're good to go. Let's take a look at the skies.
Something down here. What is that? Flare gun ammo. I might see if I can find Fahrenheit and play it, Phantom.
I have to shut this down. There's a problem with the automated coolant system. Somebody just interrupted the flow.
So now what?
Well, you could go and open the secondary coolant flow valves manually. I know it's dangerous there, but, well...
I got it!
Please come talk to me if you have questions.
I mean, I have questions like, where is the coolant valve? Right? That seems like a normal question. It shouldn't be, like, outside.
Just remember, you need to release all 3 valves. It doesn't matter what order you do it in.
And Sugar, like I said, I played for the original Xbox, so I mean, I didn't get any updates. I liked Revan. I liked the entire idea of him. I was hoping that the Old Republic's MMO was going to be really good, but kind of got mixed reviews from everybody I've ever heard playing it, so I don't think I have 40. There's no way I have more than 40. Let's go down this way. I'll definitely check out and see if I can find Fahrenheit, though, Phantom. That's a good idea. Damn it. Are you talking about the MMO, or are you talking about the, like, original Xbox game, because I don't think I've played, like, I personally didn't get to do the MMO. Like I said, everybody kind of gave it negative reviews, so I just didn't touch it. The updates are on PC, but all in all, it's super sweet. Gotcha. That I know that if I were to do Knights of the Old Republic, it would be long. So currently what I'm doing for this month and the beginning of next month is I'm looking for like easy horror game playthroughs, something that's not going to be tremendously long, because I do plan in January and February to be streaming Final Fantasy VII, because that is one of my all-time favorite games, and I want to. So I will definitely put Knights of the Old Republic on the long lists, though, when we actually start doing like a lot of streams.
Okay, that should do it.
I was also kind of caught between doing. I was thinking about this more recently. I was caught between Skyrim or Fallout 4. But if I do Fallout 4, it's going to be with the horror movie mods, where everything's made to look like a horror movie. Okey-dokey, what's going on here? Oh shit. Okay.
Released all the valves, Doctor! Is it working?
Just bear with me a moment. Yes, I believe you've got it sorted. It's working again. Nicely done. That sounds like trouble. I don't think they're happy with our success. Look out, they found a way in.
Come on.
I've almost got it isolated.
Oh. Shit. Drop it, drop it, drop it. Damn it.
Released all the valves, Doctor! Is it working?
Shit.
with me a moment. Yes, I believe you've got it sorted. It's working again. Nicely done.
Okay.
Sounds like trouble. I don't think they're happy with our success. Look out, they found a way in.
Pop.
You all right?
Okay.
I'm sighted in now. I still have no idea what I'm looking at, but it's very strange indeed. Oh, where are my manners? Please, come on up. I'm sorry, I was distracted.
Oh, that's cool. It's not like there are people down here trying to kill me at all. Sugar, I haven't played in forever. I don't even remember. I'd have to be reacquainted with the game to remember all the classes. It was a long time ago.
Are we receiving the signal now?
Oh yes, it's coming in loud and clear. It's amazing. I'm not sure what it is yet, let alone where it's coming from, but it's interacting with our system somehow. Like it was intended for us. But I don't understand how that could be.
Maybe that's just how the story goes.
What?
Never mind. Is there a way I can hear it? Or however this is supposed to work?
I think the signal is incomplete somehow. But you should be getting a printout of it now.
What do you mean it's incomplete?
It's almost as if we're only getting a fragment of it.
I need the whole thing. This is important.
I'm sure it is, but this is all we're getting.
Did the man who looks like me get the whole thing?
He locked me out of the booth, so I have no way of knowing. But I can tell you that he didn't really seem to understand it.
So, what's in the sky?
It doesn't make any sense. The stars are just... they're wrong. I thought I'd be able to see something, but it's like I'm looking at a sky that's just... it's not the right sky. But that's impossible.
I consider myself a rational man, Doctor. But this isn't a thing you can measure or explain. I've seen impossible things that have taught me just to roll with some punches. It's either that or go insane.
I find it disturbing that you sound like you're speaking from ample experience.
A printout of a signal. It too is a weapon created by the Champion of Light. In its words, stirs a new reality. But it is incomplete, and yet it provides a roadmap for the man to follow, a course that will lead him to a place where he may confront his enemy. The drive-in. Once
Just
the site of
desserts
lurid
a cannibal
celluloid
tale.
fantasies, it's now the site of an art exhibition. And yet, it's the search for closure rather than culture that brings the Champion of Light here.
Okay. I feel like I missed a lot of pages in that last one. I'm supposed to have 40 to unlock it.
Oh, it's you. That's fantastic.
Are you okay?
Go away. No, I want you. But you'll get angry if you're here. So, you gotta go. You know I'll do what you want.
Okay.
Alright then.
I love you so much. Did you know that love hurts? Are you gonna hurt me now? 'Cause you should.
Lady, you got darkness on the brain. I think I can help you if I can get the lights on in here.
You can't turn the power back on. It's not allowed. You said.
So, where shouldn't I go so I don't turn the power back on accidentally?
It's the big building on the other side of the drive-in, but it's locked.
Where's the key? Just so that I know to avoid it.
It's on the wall next to the cash register. But you can't. You can't. Don't be bad.
Hey, no problem. I'm just gonna go do some other stuff. Scout's honor.
Oh, cool flares. What else we got in here? Ammo. Yeah, she wants something.
And we're back with Old Gods of Asgard and their manager, Barry Wheeler. Guys, you're on your comeback tour, and you're playing a lot of your classic material, but you've also got a new single.
What are you confused about, Gabby?
To go back into the studio after such a long time?
Are you kidding me? They were chomping at the bit. They were just itching to stretch those creative muscles. Now, it had been a while because, you know, they spent a lot of time in,
Retirement. We were retired.
We were?
Yeah.
No. We were at the lodge and,
Just try to stay calm. I've seen this kind of thing before. I think you're gonna be okay.
Why is it so hard to think?
You've been touched by darkness. I'm hoping it's not permanent.
Remember when you were here before and you kissed me? And then everything got all dark? That was the best.
Listen, this is very important. Where did I go? Can you tell me that?
Baby, you don't need to go anywhere. You're here now, and you're in my head. You should be in me. You should touch me again.
Not with a 10-foot pole, lady. Hey, just in case there's a part of you in there that's freaking out right now, it's not your fault. I promise I'll do what I can to help you, okay?
I don't... Please go away.
Don't sweat it. I'm just saying that in case
The man has encountered this before.
I've been there.
People whose integrity has been suborned by the insidious touch of the darkness. He has experienced it himself, but merciful light burned away the darkness in his brain.
Okay. Oh!
Not good.
This is gonna ask me to have something ridiculous. Oh, only 30 manuscript pages. That's not too bad. Oh, some machine gun ammo. Okay.
Oh, look!
Oh.
Mr. Hero's here! You ready to save the day?
I can't throw cars, that's not fair. Oh. That's a lot less threatening. Jackasses. Oh, wow. I deserve to be hit after that. They were smoking the devil's lettuce. Aiden. That's what I want. Don't want the flashbangs. What the fuck?
You are gonna shit yourself when you realize what I have done. Shut up! Oh. Why did this get super fucking creepy all of a sudden? It's gotta be all that 80s fog that just rolled in.
Just no. They got the Fog Union guys on overtime. Damn straight. I feel like they are really hiding these pages now, or I'm just missing them blatantly. Oh.
Alice, my wife. The best thing that ever happened to me. She smiles and the darkness lifts. For her, I've tried things I otherwise never would. I've never really minded if it's made me feel like a fool. She's a photographer, and the world she sees through her lenses is unique and beautiful. She has the vision. She sees things others don't and knows how to make them visible to everybody. She did it with me, too. She teased out things I was only vaguely aware of. She always saw me in the best possible light.
Okay, I should be able to figure this out.
Anybody else? No. Ooh.
You have no idea how badly you're screwed. It's gonna be a blast to watch you find out. Don't want to get hit by those.
course it's a video of him up on the screen. Why wouldn't it be? This one's kind of interesting. It kind of has a weird psycho vibe to it. Ugh, come on. Let's see pages, but let's go see if that woman's normal now. The hell was that? There we go. More of those bitches. Let's go see if she's normal now.
I can smell you. I can smell you out there.
Why is there no power on it here? Turn on the lights and guard the building. Oh. Is there like a switch or something? Oh. There's a picture. One of the pages.
My writer's block got worse. I didn't sleep much anymore. My life with Alice seemed like a constant fight. I was a wreck. Alice took steps. She booked a vacation in Bright Falls, a small town in Washington. It was supposed to be a chance to break out of the cycle I was in. She didn't know about the darkness in Cauldron Lake.
That's from the first book.
No, don't. Oh, it's not. It's you. Did you help me?
Looks like you're feeling better now.
Yes, I am. Thank you so much. I don't know what happened. There was this guy.
Before you say anything, I know I look like him, but I'm not.
Don't worry. You just don't feel anything like he does. It's in my head. I feel like I need to take 50 showers.
Where is he?
It's a lot of
That
showers.
asshole wanted to get into the projector booth. He was talking about fixing things so the sun never comes up. God, it didn't seem that weird when he was saying it. It sounded really good at the time.
You weren't yourself. The projector booth. That sounds about right. I need to get in there.
I have the access code for the door. Here.
Thanks.
I'm just glad you showed up now. He said he'd be back after he'd arranged for some security.
Do you feel up to telling me what's going on here?
We have an art exhibition here, supposed to open tomorrow.
I'm the curator. My name's Serena Valdivia.
Alan Wake.
Holy shit, it is you. I mean, I've seen you on the big screen. I know your wife.
You know Alice? Wait. Big screen.
Yeah, we have a film from her here. What the hell happened to you?
Getting back to Alice.
Oh, God, yeah, sorry. It's quite a coincidence that you're here. She made this short film. I mean, she shot it years ago. You're in it. It's a part of the exhibition.
I'm in a film?
Yeah, it's like... I mean, it's just footage she shot of you at some point, but she turned it into this thing. It's, almost like a memorial of sorts, because, you know, you're supposed to be dead, or something.
Uh-huh.
Supposed to be dead.
How's Alice? Is she alright?
She's okay, I guess, all things considered. I know her pretty well. You're really Alan? I can't believe you're here. Nobody knows what happened to you. But there are people who say they've seen you.
That wasn't me. He just looks the same. Like, you know.
Yeah, but that guy's a lot more slimy. The thought of him makes me... I hate him, but there's something about him, this... God, he's so creepy. Anyway, you're not like him. At all. I hope you can stop him.
Huh. Alright. Projector room. Here we go. Fatal.
That's the security system? I guess it was too much to hope for an alarm and a fat rent account.
Well, at the moment, we don't know if he's the guy or not. The darkness could have gotten to him, and that could be what's going on here.
The Champion of Light can feel the fragment of the signal in his pocket. The weapon that can change what will be. It's incomplete, but it's all he has.
Fucking video games. It says it was late at night. The summer was almost over. There we go. Now it's late at night. Check dates. We can change the date too. Summer was almost over. May is not the end of summer. What August this? That's all I've got for pages, though. There we go.
Oh, hell, this isn't going right. You've been up to something, haven't you? Too bad it's not gonna do any good. I'm a better you than you ever will be, and I've got all the time in the world. Everything you've got's going to be mine. Your life. Your wife! What are you gonna do about it? The sun's never coming up now. I can keep this up forever. Show yourself! Whatever you say, buddy.
Your Star Wars of the
Darkness
Knights,
is
Knights of the Republic
unstoppable.
2, huh?
Time itself twists and tears, sweeping the champion of light back with its dark currents. Again, he enters the world, but now he sees the trap for what it is, a maze that loops back into itself.
I'm here again. They sent me back.
In Bright Falls, I was constantly under attack by birds that were more shadow than flesh and feathers. But this is an evolution. Some of the Taken were actually capable of turning into a flock of birds to escape my attacks and turning back into human form to make surprise attacks.
Oh, lovely. Ah, spider webs. Wait, but now we're just back at the... Wait a second. Did this just... Indigo Prophecy was really good, Phantom, and if I can get a good copy of Fahrenheit, I will definitely play it.
Oh, not birds again. What the hell?
Are you fucking kidding me? I just unloaded into you. Jesus Christ. Alright, well, it looks like we're going to be switching back into a shotgun the first chance we get. We're back at the beginning of the game again. Talk to Emma. That's what I want to be dropping, flares. Okay, we're not doing the same thing because the piece isn't there this time. So, let's go check out the television like last time. After I grab this manuscript page.
Night Springs doesn't exist. It's a fictional town from the TV show I used to work on. It was Any Place USA, a place we used as a backdrop for whatever strange story we had that week. One of the stories I wrote for the show involved a man, the champion of light, fighting his evil double, the Herald of Darkness. It was something I'd written back in the real world, something I had a link to, a framework I could build on. I had adapted it into a new story. This story.
Okay. So this chick just came up to me and said she's my biggest fan. I know. They all say that, right? And she's giving me the eye. So I make a couple of moves. We have a couple of drinks. And then things start happening. But I say I have to go to the bathroom first. Uh-oh, right? She's got no idea. Watch this. This is gonna be priceless.
That's nice.
I thought you'd like that. Are you tense? You feel a little tense.
Maybe a little. I had a crabby day.
Yeah?
Don't worry. It's moving real fast.
Yeah.
Hey, don't stop. It's just getting good.
Watch this.
Holy shit.
Yeah! Did you see that? Oh man, did you see her? Boom!
Holy shit.
Emma? You here?
Wow, it is you. I guess all of it really happened.
You remember me?
Kind of. I felt weird all day, like I could almost remember a dream I had, and then, just before sunset, I remembered the page.
Yeah. I'm going to have to go get those things again.
Not all of them. I went out and got them. Well, most of them. I felt stupid at first, but then it was getting dark, and those things started showing up, and one of them made off with the battery. It ran into the railroad tunnel. There was no way I was gonna follow him in there. Sorry.
It's good you didn't. You should be careful. I mean, really careful.
Yeah, I kinda remember something. Something bad happened to me, didn't it?
Forget it. It doesn't have to happen again, okay? Just do what I say.
Yeah, okay. God, this is too weird. Am I going crazy here? Just go get that battery.
Try to stay calm. You're perfectly sane. We're caught in a time loop. That's why this is happening again.
I believe you. God, I feel like I might just lose it any second now. How come you're not freaking out over this?
Because on my personal weird shit-o-meter, this just doesn't rate.
Look, I know something happened
Just the
to me
battery.
before.
That'll save time.
Sorry.
Well, this should be perfectly safe.
I hear skittering.
Now I just need her to charge this up.
Nope. Fuck you. Go on, just go. I'm leaving. Nope, 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 nope. Nope. Nope, 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 nope.
Found the battery.
Okay, I'll charge it. Here. Try not to get killed.
Okay. I'm gonna take care of this. Try to stay calm.
Look, what if you stay here with me, please?
I'm sorry, but if I don't deal with this, no one else will.
Yeah, I guess. It's just that this is getting really creepy. I believe this is real, but I don't understand any of it. I'm getting scared. I can't believe you're so calm.
I get scared, but I've had a lot of time to get used to it. That helps. The guy who looks like me is the reason this is happening. I caught up with him, but he swept me back here.
Back in time.
Yeah, it's a trap. We'll be doing this forever unless I can break out of it.
How are you gonna do that?
I'm working on it. I came prepared, but things got kind of scrambled when I arrived. I'm tracking down the things I need.
Yeah, well, feel free to climb back into your DeLorean or whatever it is you do.
Okay, people, it's Eddie Rodman here with a few hours to kill, and there's nobody I'd rather spend it with. Nobody else. Oh boy, that'll land me in hot water when I get back home. Well, just in case my
I don't make friends easily. I know plenty of people, but I don't let most of them close. I've known Barry Wheeler ever since we were little boys. We had the time of our lives. I'd get us in trouble, and he'd talk us out of it. Things haven't changed that much now that we're grown-ups. He's the most loyal and dependable person I've ever met. And all the things that count, anyway. You could call him a weasel, and you wouldn't be entirely wrong. You could call him a clown, and I would reluctantly agree. But he has never let me down.
Alright. Test, 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 test. Alright. Test, 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 test. Alright, I can actually bring up the audio a little bit. I'm actually really excited to play this one tonight. Let's make sure that the tweet went out. Alright, let's actually start this up. Yes. Hello, Cat Mac. I don't know anything about this. I'm going into this completely... What's up, family pets? I'm going into this completely blind. I don't know anything about the storyline, nothing. So, we're gonna go normal. Let's see what this has to offer. Hello, Sugar Cookie.
The man before you is a champion of light. He is part of a conflict between darkness and light that is both ancient and eternal. He is chasing a dangerous quarry, the Herald of Darkness. His evil doppelganger, known only as Mr. Scratch.
I'll catch you eventually!
Maybe. But what are you gonna do then? By then, I'll have had my hands on everything you love.
Adios. Fuck. flashbangs, I'm out of grenades, I'm out of flares. Fuck.
It's okay. It's safe now.
I got a really bad feeling about all of this.
I'm gonna need those keys to the diner now. There's a motel key there that I have to get.
Oh, hey, you don't have to do that. I have the motel master key. I work for the same company, you know. What's at the motel?
Well, there's a dead guy. He's got something I need to get into the Mount Redtooth Observatory.
God, that's awful. Hey, you wanted to know about the guy who looked like you, didn't you?
The last time you said he had a party, but you didn't go.
No, that's not true. I did go. It was really great at first, and then I didn't see it myself, but I hear he turned nasty. He hurt a bunch of guys pretty bad, and there was this girl, she died. But I didn't hear about that until afterwards. I thought that he was so charming.
And then he went to the diner.
That's right. I wasn't involved. I wasn't involved with that at all. I don't know what happened.
Fine. I need to check out these motel rooms. In the meantime, you stay here, okay? I'm serious. Keep the lights on and stay here.
Yeah, okay. You got it. I sure hope you're right about this.
You're gonna stay here this time, right?
Because the last time I didn't, and that thing, whatever it is, happened to me.
Yeah. I don't want you to get hurt again.
Don't worry, I'm gonna stay put. I don't remember what happened exactly, but I learned my lesson.
Good. It doesn't have to happen exactly the same way this time around. You proved that much when you went out and got those things for me. I think you're gonna be okay.
Let's hope you're right.
Here's hoping.
The memory of her own fate haunts Emma Sloan and fills her with dread. This time, she does as she's told. It's not enough to save her.
Fuck. Well, I've got to get in here. Okay, so that's not the same place. Wait a second. Isn't it? No, there was something over here, wasn't there? Was it this room? This room. The room next to it. Dead body. Keys. Okay.
It's said that nobody knows what the future might bring. But for this man, it's no longer entirely true. A weaker man might simply give up, but the champion of light is an expert on destiny. Sometimes the puppet and puppeteer can be one and the same.
It's got a weird horror Groundhog's Day thing going for it. I'm really liking the Twilight Zone feel.
Its top littered with man-made eyes that stare into the endless depths of space. Tonight, the champion of light will depend on them to pick out a message from the ether.
Okay. Can't go that way.
As history repeats itself, the man remembers the patterns. He knows that he needs the missing part for the telescope.
That's where the camera should be.
Oh, praise be. You guys are coming through for me. A pretty little light just started blinking on my board here, and that means there's a caller out there. You know, the hours
There wasn't a caller before.
someone actually reaching out to you. I just wanted to know that it really matters to me. Caller, you're on the air. Did you know that this is my dream job?
Come on. Fuck you. Alright. It's very 80s Alec Baldwin, in my opinion. Thank God. Switch over to flares. Let's search the back.
After my disappearance, they thought I was dead. I might as well have been. I know it's been 2 years. I know Alice has moved on. I've tried to find a way back to her, back to my life, but escaping the dark place is almost impossible. Time does strange things here, but dreams and radio signals can pierce the veil between the worlds. I catch glimpses and echoes of the world. Sometimes I send messages out. I can only pray that they hear them. The atmosphere in the projection booth at the drive-in was charged, almost unreal. Despite that, the air felt cool and refreshing this late at night. It'd been a hot day. The summer was nearing its end, but it wasn't over yet.
I do have my moments where I'm kind of good at games. That and this game, I actually really like this game. This game is really good. Her car's gone. Why is her car gone?
I've seen the enemy, and it's me. I've faced dark horrors before, things that live in the unimaginable pressures of the world beyond our own. Sometimes they masquerade as humans. That's what ultimately lurks inside Mr. Scourge. He's every mean-spirited tabloid story about me. An evil caricature, a creature formed in that vague territory of misconceptions, half-truths, and the dark imagination of people who heard a story about me. An urban legend made flesh. A serial killer. My dark half. Brought to life by the power of Cauldron Lake.
Wondering if he never made it out of the lake is what's happening here. Let's give it a shot.
There are places where our world is worn thin, and another reality brushes against ours. One such site is Cauldron Lake near Bright Falls, Washington. But there are others. That other reality is dark, vast, and malleable, always in flux. In its depths dwell vast forces and alien energies. They're dangerous. But in one of these places, if you know how, you can channel the power of that place and use it to shape reality.
I hope the spiders didn't get bigger. I really don't want to have to deal with that. So, instead of it just being me that can tamper with the timeline, it looks like the darkness is as well. Making it harder for me to get stuff.
The darkness rose from the depths of Cauldron Lake and took Alice. It needed words. It needed me to write its way into our world. She was leverage, a hostage. I complied, but with a twist. I put in a loophole that gave me a chance to fight back. I was hunted by shadowy enemies, but I faced the darkness. I fought it with light. I drove it back. I saved Alice, but it came with a cost. I was trapped in the dark place below Cauldron Lake.
So he's still below the lake.
Stories come naturally to us. We can't help it. There are many different worlds, many competing realities within our heads, fueled by books, television, even barely remembered childhood tales. There's an endless supply of fictional concepts more familiar to us than anything or anyone real. We have a far greater connection to the fictional characters we know and love than the random people we pass on the street. Our destinies and inspirations are shaped by lies, myths, and fables.
Damn.
The pressure of success got to me. My wife Alice was the sole thing in my life that anchored me. Suddenly it wasn't enough. I couldn't write anymore. I distracted myself with wild parties and whatever trouble I could scare up. I wallowed in the drama of my life, sure that Alice would stick with me even though she didn't sign up to be the lifeline of a tortured artist. It was my dumb luck she's not the type to give up.
Come on, hit the button. Thank you. Alright, I think that's all I've got, right? Alright, let's get this piece to the inside. Really? Ow. I think I'm definitely taking the shotgun back. Wait, no, that's a carbine. Damn it. Hunting rifle does more damage.
It's you. How dare you? No, wait. It isn't you, is it? I suppose you'd better come in. I'll unlock the door.
Thanks.
I know what you're thinking. Evil twin, supernatural powers. But most of the time, I just like to keep things basic. I want you to understand that. Like this. Need to get your hands dirty? No batteries, no moving parts, just physics. That's technology you can depend on. It's a classic. Speaking of classics, you need to be careful with this one, though. If the victim suddenly twists, you might end up cutting yourself. It's not really a workhorse, but I'm a sucker for this style. Now this is more like it. You've got slip-resistant grip. Believe me, you really want that traction once you're wrist deep in somebody. The blade's stiff enough so it won't open by accident in your pocket, but it's still really easy to open with just one hand. Now that's a big thing for me. I know what you're thinking. It's too big, too heavy. But sometimes you just need the extra oomph. If you're talking intimidation, this is gonna do the job. Also great for dismemberings and whatnot. You know, the messy jobs. I can't tell you how many things I've MacGyvered with this stuff.
I really like his dark side.
You'll have to forgive me, but this feels very strange. It seems like this has all happened before.
I have the replacement part for your telescope, Doctor.
All right. Let's get it installed.
I haven't seen your dark side, Phantom.
I think we can give this a go, although I have this strange feeling that something will
Don't
go
start
wrong.
it up yet. There's a problem with the coolant system.
Yes, that's right. I remember. All right, let me think. If they're sabotaging it, they'll be at the primary coolant pipe outside. If you can secure it, we should be ready to pick up the signal. That is why you're here, isn't it?
Yes, it is. I'll take care of it.
Before you go, if you have the time, I'd appreciate if you came up here and explained a few things. All of this is very strange to me.
I don't really have time.
When Dr. Rachel Meadows got the call from Michael, telling her to hurry to the observatory, she didn't waste any time. It had been a nice party. She'd had a good time, but her social life would always play second fiddle to the mysteries of space. Michael never showed up, of course. He pulled over at the wrong rest stop. She never even thought about him at the time. The phenomenon in the sky above her was too fascinating.
These beams hate the light, am I correct? You should be able to turn on the lights and secure the area that way.
Doctor, can you hear me? I think we're good to go.
All right. I'll start looking for the signal. Please, head back.
I guess they didn't like that.
Whoa.
Trying to kill me.
Oh. Fuck. Sorry, but I got lights in here, bitches. Whew.
It's working. Please, come up here.
Alright, come on.
Find the signal?
Yes, I don't think it's quite the same thing we had, the last time. Still, we're definitely picking it up.
Are we getting the complete signal now?
I'm afraid not. Take a look at it yourself. I'm printing out a hard copy now. I'd like to ask you a question or two before that, though.
They're gonna have me go through this a bunch of times. This signal's just gonna say something stupid like send nudes.
What's on your mind, Doctor?
Most people would find these events extremely disturbing, provided that they survive these creatures, that is. You seem to be quite adept at dealing with the situation. Why is that?
Yes. I was involved in... It's a complex story. I was in this small town, and a horrible thing from another dimension kidnapped my wife and manipulated me into writing this horror story that came true. I learned to fight it with light, and I managed to contain it and free my wife. But I was trapped in its world.
Are you serious?
Absolutely. So, I'm used to reality working in strange or even impossible ways. And I fought these things, not exactly like this, but close enough for a good while now. Of course, I have certain advantages. Was there anything else?
What did you mean when you said you have advantages?
At the risk of sounding like a lunatic, reality is much more fluid than people think. It can be influenced.
I didn't take you for a mystic.
I'm not. I'm a writer. And under certain conditions, I can, for lack of a better word, rewrite reality. Change things.
That's absurd.
But it works.
Assuming I believe this, why don't you simply, I don't know, write yourself some superpowers?
It's not quite that simple. You need to follow certain laws of drama, I suppose. You need to think about consistency and symbolism. Often what you write isn't anywhere near as important as what you imply. There are things out there that will take advantage of your mistakes.
You really believe in this?
Don't look at me like that. You've experienced some of this yourself.
I will gladly admit that something exceedingly strange is going on. But this idea that you're somehow altering reality with your writing is ridiculous. You're essentially saying you're controlling my actions. Leaving aside the rational arguments against this, what gives you the right?
Well, it's more like having a destiny. A path you're on. You're not aware of it, but there it is. If somebody changes it, what difference does it make? It's what every writer does. If you write something that affects one of the characters, they don't really know about that.
I'm not a character. Are you saying that it's all right to take advantage of someone if they aren't aware of it?
Look, all I meant was that if you're genuinely making all your own decisions, and those decisions lead to whatever destiny you have, what practical difference does it make?
I suppose that depends on whether our destinies are determined by things like physics and probabilities, or natural reality, which is presumably neutral and impartial, or by some kind of an intelligence. If it's the latter, that intelligence makes choices based on some criteria. If we suffer as a result of those choices, there's a moral and ethical element involved, regardless of whether we're aware of its manipulations. Wouldn't you agree?
You're taking this very well. I thought you'd be hangry.
I suppose I would be if I thought you could actually do this.
Another printout. Another signal fragment. The message is still not complete, but it's another piece of the weapon he has built against his adversary.
Yeah, Gabby, here's a pink side.
Words on a piece of paper,
where it's just
but in
him
the
and his
right
family
hands,
pets all day.
They will hold back the darkness. The last time the man came to the drive-in, it did not end well. He hopes to avoid that fate this time. He hopes that what he has brought with him to this place is enough.
Yes, I really, really do. But we're going to find out about that next time I play, which will be, I believe, on Friday. So, until then, thank you guys for joining me. Very, very much for joining me. And I will see all of you guys next time. Bye, guys.